Thank you. And distinguished colleagues and ladies and gentlemen, I'm really delighted to be participating in this round table today. And thank you for initiating this important dialogue and for shining light on what is happening in Belarus. And it won't be an exaggeration to say that we are experiencing the darkest days in our country's independent history. At the moment, over 32,000 Belarusians have been detained. More than 14,000 people had to flee their homes, and hundreds of thousands are left traumatized and terrified. And the list of political prisoners is getting longer day by day. And a human life has no value in Belarus today. And every day I wake up and ask myself how to end this injustice, how to pave the way for democratic transition, how to make sure that human lives are of the highest value. And every day I'm struggling to find answers to these questions. As you know, I never envisioned myself as a politician. And when I first encouraged to run the campaign instead of my imprisoned husband, I asked myself, who am I to run for president? And as you all know, I had no prior relevant experience and little desire to put myself and my family in the spotlight. But I wanted to make a difference. I felt that I owed it to my children and our future generation, because all we wanted was to give them the choice so they can choose their own destiny. So, since the fraudulent elections on 9 August 2020, Belarusians have demonstrated an immense level of courage and determination fighting against the injustice, humiliation, and violence. And we don't seek power. We don't seek influence. We don't seek possessions. All we want is new, free, and fair elections and a peaceful democratic transition in our country. So, as you know, we have now launched a Belarus-wide campaign, and over 720,000 Belarusians have expressed their wish for a peaceful resolution of this conflict. And our demands remain the same: end of violence, release of all political prisoners, and free and fair presidential elections. And I believe that this agenda is clear. We need to initiate the negotiations and resolve this conflict between the state and the society. And the support of the international community is mitigating this conflict. In mitigating this conflict is key. And Norway, in cooperation with its European and international partners, and as a member of the OSCE, United Nations, and also the UN Security Council, can have a say in peaceful resolving the conflict and providing critically needed support to civil society organizations and vulnerable groups in Belarus. And the conflict resolution is not a question of short-term crisis management, but a question of preparing for the future and building the foundation for a democratic Belarus, a reliable partner in Europe and the world. And it is in Europe's utmost interest to ensure peace and stability in the region. And there are two possible ways we can respond to the political and human rights crisis in Belarus. We can either close our eyes and act as if nothing is happening, or we can use our voices and power to seek justice, to show solidarity, to become the advocates of freedom and change. So, thank you.